Hey Temple Owls, welcome to another 5 tips in under 5 minutes with me, Mikayla in the Office of Leadership Development. What I'm going to be talking about today is personal interactions because relationship transparency and how appropriate interactions should go are a part of our everyday lives. All right, let's get into it. The first tip that I have for you today is keeping your expectations realistic. When dealing with relationships, whether it's personal or professional, understand that each person plays a certain role and will give you so much. If you have too high expectations for a specific role, you might get disappointed and end up being hurt in the end. So please, regardless of what kind of relationship it is, keep those expectations realistic. The second tip I have for you today is setting boundaries. Establishing a consistent policy for you and other leaders to make transparent decisions is part of making these boundaries. Boundaries are important because they set basic guidelines of how you want to be treated. They are basic guidelines to create and establish how others are able to interact and behave around each other. And setting boundaries can ensure the relationship can be mutually respected, appropriate, and cared for in the right way. The third tip I have for you today is to be transparent. What if I talked this entire video and you couldn't see me? Would that really be useful? Transparency is important because you set a standard for the entire company to live by, or the student organization, or your friend group. The importance of transparency, it appears more because it fosters a certain culture for communication and accountability for people and other leaders to be held by. My fourth tip for you today is know what the communication breakdown is. For example, is there a lack of interest, a failure to listen, or the need to clarify information? Oftentimes, the communication barriers or the breakdowns is what prevents us from going forward in our relationship. So make sure you ask questions and understand why there might be that issue or that barrier in between you and that person you're communicating with. The fifth and final tip that I have for you today is that impressions matter. When you meet people, the impression you make will make a difference. The first impression can lead to more opportunities, long-lasting relationships, and it can make or break you. So when you meet somebody, make sure you have a smile on your face and give them the best impression you can make. Now that we learned a little bit about relationship transparency, you can now manage your relationships better and make wiser decisions in regards to each relationship. Thank you so much for listening to me in the Office of Leadership Development and our 5 tips in under 5 minutes. If you want to know more about our office, please visit our website at studentleadership.temple.edu or check us out on social media at TU Leadership on all platforms. That's all for me, and you have a great day.